This is the Fifth Estate, coming to you from the Fort Hall School of Government in Nairobi, Kenya, and Professor Matiang'i. This Sunday, we will plead temporary insanity, and we will submit that the opposition will beat William Ruto in 2027. But for us to firm up this submission, we will examine the attendant facts. For starters, Wamunyoro will be the kingmaker. Fact. But does he have the numbers? On the ground, Kikuyus are wishy-washy about this Rigi man. There is something about him that does not add up. Something a little mukora. He has the gift of running his mouth, and sometimes the lies he tells as bombshells sound so true that they must be true. But Kikuyus are discerning people. They will smoke him out. Just this week, Mwangi wa Iria and the Mombasa governor told us that Gashagwa is suffering from severe depression after impeachment. And that is why, whenever he gets a microphone, he suffers a maniac attack, an emotional state of mood swings associated with mental illness. This is how he gets the courage to drop these bombshells. Now, we do not believe these governors. However, if this is the 2027 kingmaker, should we not put his erratic behavior to scrutiny?
We do not believe that Gashagwa has maniac depression after impeachment. However, if he will be the kingmaker in 2027, his mood swings when given the microphone must concern the nation. He supported Colono on a Monday, dumped him for Raila on a Tuesday, and kissed Martha Karua on a Thursday. This is what the governors are calling a maniac attack, a mood swing that looks like a pendulum straight from a mental condition. But in our view, this is just politics. There is more at play here. And for the record, Martha Karua should worry Ruto more than Gashagwa. She could become the opposition candidate to beat Ruto. Consider why. When Mzee Kibaki was retiring, he wanted a Kikuyu chief, and he was presented with two options. Option 1 was a Muthamaki or prince. Option 2 was a Jabba or a warrior. The prince was Uhuru Kenyatta, and the warrior was Martha Karua. But the Kikuyus chose the prince, Uhuru Kenyatta, to lead them. Although Martha Karua was the only man in Ghana. But now the Kikuyu Jabba has her turn to lead the Kikuyus. Why is she being led by our Nyoro maniac who came from nowhere?
And then there is Kalonzo. In our view, this man should be the opposition candidate. Some have called him watermelon without musimamo, dancing his way through katikati methods hoping for luck. Others have called him a chameleon who changes color to cheat the enemy. In fact, this week, the fake media lied he was in Mombasa, trying to make a deal with Ruto after Gashagwa ditched him for Raila. If this was not a lie, the country would have believed the story. This is something Kalonzo would do, or maybe this is something he should do. In our view though, Kalonzo is more misunderstood than studied. This man is not a chameleon. He is a fox that could beat Ruto in 2027. However, the fox always finds itself in what we call the infinity trap. In this trap, the fox believes it's going forward, but in reality, it is going round the infinity loop. And this is Kalonzo for you. 2 times, he stepped down for Raila. And on the 3rd time, he stepped down for Raila and even gave up his running mate position to Martha Karua. This man is weak. He is trapped in the infinity path of the fox going nowhere.
Opposition unity is nothing but political nonsense. For starters, it is led by a man accused of maniac depression by his colleagues. A man who swings like a pendulum, supporting one opposition candidate by day and another by night. In the meantime, this greedy man cannot guarantee Mulima votes to whoever he promises. The Kikuyu kingpin is still Uhuru Kenyatta, and Uhuru has endorsed Matiang'i for 2027. And so we ask, how will Gashagwa deliver Kikuyus to whomever he is promising? This man is either deluded or is a dangerous novice. And that is why the opposition unity is nothing but classical material nonsense. But there's one more thing. Have you seen this school experiment where children are meant to pick a number of balls arranged in a straight line and throw them into a bucket? At first, you will think the winner in this experiment is the boy who starts filling the bucket early, and the boy who goes to the end of the line is the loser. But in the end, the boy who started late wins the game. And this is Ruto and the opposition, led by a maniac. The opposition looks like the winning team, but in the end, results will surprise you.